Welcome back to the Bible Library. We're not quite done yet. I got 3 more videos for you to finish out the week. If that'll be a good way to round out. And today we're talking about the forbidden section of the library. These are books that are not scripture in the Protestant understanding of the faith, known as the Apocrypha. What these are books that are not in the Hebrew Bible, but did appear in the Septuagint, which you may recall from previous videos, is the Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible from Hebrew to Greek, right? So it's interesting. The Septuagint is way later than Hebrew texts that we have, and these texts are present in that translation, but not in the Hebrew Bible, so something was added along the way. Remember, we don't erase Scripture, we just add to it. Now, the Roman Catholic Church acknowledges the Apocrypha and uses it. Part of the Protestant Reformation is deciding that those books are not scripture, however, can still be informative, teach about teach about God and the faith and such, but it is not scripture because it is not formative, shall we say, in that way. We don't think that it speaks to the same consistency of the scripture that we do have, which is interesting because, as we talked about, scripture is very much a conversation with many extremes. So you can see some of this is out there. The books that this includes, to give you an idea what we're talking about: Tobit, Judith, the Wisdom of Solomon, which is somehow different from Proverbs, right? The Wisdom of, we'll say Sirach, Baruch, the Letter of Jeremiah. Okay, so I'll spin off there. Probably the later iteration from the same school of thought. Additions to Daniel. Remember, Daniel, the second half, had a lot of apocalyptic stuff. This kind of continues that theme. Additions to Esther. First, second, and third Maccabees, which is more of a historical book. And Esdras. And those, again, are also the historical book. Those are, remember we talked about the Deuteronomic history. This continues in that understanding. Now, could you read some of these books? Sure, they're out there. Like I said, I have Bibles with the Apocrypha in them. But they're stories that, well, they're a little out there, so you know. If you thought some of the Old Testament stories we already had were tame. These are also texts that, like I said, we don't confess them as our own, so it would be like reading any other religious text that is not our own. There are those that do claim them. So anyway, if you're interested in reading the Apocrypha, like I said, it's like the forbidden books. This is if you're interested in reading books that didn't make the canonical cut, but you're interested in seeing what was out there, these councils that decided the books and such. Check these out. I think also too, if you if you're looking for books that talk about the same time periods, we can talk about they're probably written later, is part of the reason they didn't include it, but still sheds light on the time period and history and context. Give them a try. And if you're just generally curious, it's fun. And we'll actually have more forbidden books, New Testament version, tomorrow.